Hey, hello, this is Eyeri, and this is my reading update of the week. Okay, so I was planning on recording actually the review of Babel by R.F. Kuang, but then this Chinese novel came across and I couldn't leave it alone. It's so good. I mean, it was so good. I already finished it. It was like 91 or 98 chapters. I don't remember. It was so good. I couldn't leave it alone. And now I started another one. Oh my God. It was called Daily Life After Marriage with a Boss. It had 90 chapters, 4 extras, including the extras. It was so good though. Chapter 19 was not on the page, so I had to search for it in Chinese. And then I had to Google Translate it because I cannot read Chinese. The characters just kill me every fucking time. So yeah, I could not read it. I started reading The Sick Villain Just Wants to Leave. I'm on chapter 11. This is a really good novel. Yo, I cannot leave it alone. Why am I like this? And then I started reading again, like rereading Shadow Slave by Guilty 3 on web novel. Yeah, on the web novel page. I'm trying to unlock all chapters because I haven't unlocked all chapters. I've been trying to. It's really hard. I have no job currently, so I have to spend my money sparingly. Also, like, I live in Latin America, like, I cannot pay those prices. But I've been trying to unlock those chapters. I'm currently on chapter, like, 10, I think. And I've unlocked till the first 150 chapters, I think. And I'm currently, I bought the membership, the monthly membership. And now I'm connecting daily to get my dailies, and I get some money out of that. And I'm trying to unlock those chapters that way. I watched his interview, actually. I watched the interview of Guilty 3. He's Russian. I didn't know, by the way. It's really good. And in the interview, he comes really shy. I didn't expect that, honestly, because he's so well at writing. And I enter his Discord. It's really good. I have the same name there. And his Discord is full of his fans, obviously. Why am I rambling? I don't know. I made a lot of memes. Yo, I'm a memer by nature. I'm not good at making jokes, but I'm good at making memes. So that's what I did. I made memes and... yeah. Guilty 3, if you read it, if you're listening to this, please spare me. I'm trying to unlock all the chapters, okay? I'm really trying to support you. But at the same time, I'm trying to support myself. So, yeah. I'm gonna rewind a little bit. This novel that I'm reading currently, it's called The Sick Villain Just Wants to Leave. It's, as I said, a Chinese novel. It's actually completed. Also, it's not translated by, like, OG means, so it's not legal. But, I mean, it's pirated, okay? Like, it's fan translated. But, by fan translated, I mean Google translated. I wish more publishers actually tried to translate these novels because, first of all, English is not my first language, okay? So it's already hard to read in English. And give it the layer of it being Google translated and also like from Chinese, which has a totally different structure in the sentences. It's really hard. And I just learned what green tea bitch meant. It's so good though. I knew what White Lotus was. So White Lotus, right? Like the series from, I think, Netflix. White Lotus means like someone who's innocent, someone who's really shy. You know, all that Confucius shit that he tries to make like the perfect woman, Yamato Nadeshiko, and all that shit. But in Chinese, obviously. So, oh yeah, and green tea bitch just means like someone who's double-faced, someone who tells you something upfront, but could backstab you and shit. And yeah, that's what's up. Hey, Kuka. What are you doing, my lovely girl? She's my dog. She's called Kuka. But also Kuka can mean vagina in Spanish, which I didn't think was gonna be a problem because I didn't think about Kuka in that meaning, just because Kuka also means that it's like a little nickname for refugios. Refugio means refugee, and my mom decided to call her refugio, because it's also a name, but also because she was seeking for refuge, yeah. She was looking for shelter. And she's really cute. She's the cutest. She's the most beautiful dog in my eyes. I haven't bathed her in more than a month, so she stinks, actually. But, oh my god, she's drinking water. She's the cutest. I love her so much. Speaking about this Chinese novel, it's about, okay, I'm gonna ramble again. It's about a boy, like a teenage boy, who's really sick. His family is rich, and he's trying to just live his best life. You know, his father got another woman, and he married that woman, and he got, and now he's got a half, no, he's not a half brother. He's got a brother, but that kid is from a previous marriage of the woman, so they are not blood related. It seems like their relationship is really bad. And then our protagonist gets really, really sick. He was always sick, but now he gets like sicker. And he goes to the hospital. He goes to the ICU. He's really bad. He recuperates. How do you say recuperate? He gets a little better. But at that time, like, his father gets, like, his bonds get stronger with his new woman and his new kid. And the protagonist is really sad and depressed and all that. Babala babala. And babala babala. God. And what happens after that? I don't remember. Oh, yeah. I don't know why I'm so bad at speaking. Like, okay, no. Focus. So our protagonist, a system like pops up, a new window, like if you're watching your computer and then a window opens. That's what's happened. But in real life, he gets a window and he's told that he actually is living in a novel. His world is like not real, and that he is a canon fodder, which is also that I learned that like a month or two ago. Canon fodder is just side character, and that he actually is like a side character villain. He's not even the main villain, and that he's destined to die. But he can change his future if he gets this one man to be his, well, if he gets like if you were in an otome game, like a catch the guy game, a dating sim, you can get like the charisma to 100%. If he can do that with this character, then he has it. You know, he wins the game. He gets to live like a normal human, which is just being healthy and with a partner, I suppose. The special thing about this guy is that the main character actually pursues him, but he always rejects the main character. The main character is supposed to be so charming, so beautiful, super handsome. It's another guy. Obviously, it's a Bill. So, oh my god, my washer machine is super loud. I think my washing machine is actually trying to kill me. It sounds like there's a balacera out. Anyway, we're gonna ignore that. Where was I? Oh yeah, the main character just oh yeah, the important thing about this guy that I told you about, which is called what is his name? Let me search for his name. Oh, right, I don't know. Oh, Xiaoming. So Xiaoming, which is the other guy, like the one, our protagonist is called Shutong. I should have told you. So Shutong is trying to make, like, be the lover of Xiaoming, or just get like 100 points in his charisma points, because Xiaoming doesn't care about the main character in the novel, which is supposed to be Xia Yang, I think that's his name. But Xia Yang tries to pursue Xiaoming, but Xiaoming is just like, no man, I don't care about you. And Shutong he lives in city A and he goes to city B school, or city C. It's actually city C. The interesting thing about this is that, how can you explain to Xiaoming that he just changed schools and he's sitting right next to him, and the new professor says like, oh yeah, you actually tried to sit next to Xiaoming and you requested for this, right? And Shutong is just like, shut the fuck up. And the progress that he made, like it was like a 10%, actually just gets invalidated, because then Xiaoming is like, girl, you know me, who the fuck are you, and why are you trying to pursue me? I have all this attention and I don't want more attention, so are you a fucking creep? And then Shutong is like, I swear I'm not. And then he tries to hide away, and he ignores Xiaoming, and Xiaoming is like, why is he ignoring me? Oh my god, I'm interested now. Which is, I don't know if it's actually a good writing device, certainly, especially because Shutong is always sick. So there are situations in which he gets sicker, and then Xiaoming is like, oh my god, I'm here and I can save you, and you're so righteous and you're so like independent. I'm interested. But the thing is, the love interest starts because Shutong is just like so pitiful, and Xiaoming is like, oh my god, he's so beautiful, I kind of like him because he's beautiful, which is I don't know, it kind of rubs me the wrong way that it started like that. But okay, I guess I'll keep reading because I love trashy novels. I love trashy Chinese novel because I'm that bitch. Oh, my phone. Now to talk about the other one, which I finished. It's called Daily Life After Marriage with a Boss. It was 91 chapters, including the 4 extras. It has a rating in this page that I'm reading, which I'm not gonna say. It has a rating of 4.6 stars, which means it's a really high rated novel. It really doesn't have like too much conflict. I mean, it has some, but it's really like, at the end it's gonna end well. At the end they're gonna stay together. They get together by like chapter, I don't know, like 20. Oh my god, they get married in chapter 20. Oh my god, I hadn't thought about that. Okay, so the main lead proposes to the male character in chapter 19 or 18, I think. 18, in chapter 18. In chapter 19, he's thinking about it, and in chapter 20, they are already married. Anyways, the premise of this novel. Oh my god, this is so hard for me. I don't even know how to summarize a novel in Spanish. How am I supposed to summarize it in English? Anyways, so Lingyi is the young master of the Ling family. He lost his vision in a car accident 2 years ago. His father doesn't want him. He has a new family. His mother just divorced his father when he was like 4 or 5. And she She made a career in the industry of entertainment. I don't know if she sings, actually. They just say entertainment, and she's really famous. She gets a new family. She never talked to her son, which is trashy, and I already don't like her. And the male lead knows that, and male lead also doesn't like her. They actually tried to make us like her at the end of the novel, but I didn't. And also, he gets like really bad treatment since he was like 5, and his parents divorced, and the new concubine tries to make bad shit at him. She actually is that responsible for trying to kill him, but he just gets injured and he lost his vision. Which is not a spoiler, I think, because I think it's really obvious. They make it really obvious. They say it explicitly, but that's really obvious. And Lingi is just in a sanatorium, which is like a hospital, but residential hospital. And he's trying to recuperate and try to regain his vision. He knows it's like almost certain that he's not gonna regain it. And there's a lot of ableism in this story, because every fucking chapter you hear about this couple, and he's always like, oh my God, you're not gonna like me because I lost my vision and I cannot do anything, and I cannot study now, I cannot work now. Which it seems like the author just wanted to give him an imperfection, because he's super handsome, he's super intelligent, he's like the most perfect person in the world, and he's super righteous, and he's a white lotus and all that. But the author tried to give him like an imperfection or a flaw, and that flaw is being blind, which is really ableist. But also, like, he could just learn, because he learns how to use a phone, he learns how to navigate the internet, and he learns how to read in Braille. But we're supposed to know, but we're supposed to think that he's not gonna be able to study and then maybe get work done or inherit his parent company. I mean, it's not gonna be easy. Not even now, with all the technology we have. There's a lot of ableism, as written in here, but they just try to make him like he's now garbage, or he's damaged goods, in quotes. He gets to know the male lead, because the male lead just what is his name? Feng Shu? Feng Shu gets to know Lingi, our main protagonist, because he is actually the dueño. He's the boss of the sanatorium. I think he gives them money. And he just visited them. I don't know why. And he gets a view of Lingi, and he's really handsome. So he's like, oh my God, he's really handsome. I like him. I'm gonna get to know him. And he pretends to be his new nurse and establishes a friendship with Lingi. He gets to know Lingi more, what happens, and Feng Shu is just like, oh, I'm so poor, I have to work so much, and I have debt in the bank, which is obviously a lie. And Feng Yi couldn't catch him in his lie, because he just sees him. Well, he can't see him. He gets like 3 to 4 hours of interaction with Feng Shu every 2 to 3 days, and he is blind, so he cannot see his clothes, which he is always in a suit, and he is always super dressed up and I'm super rambly, I cannot believe that. It's the ADHD. And then Feng Shu just proposes to him, and Lingi is like, wait, what? And Feng Shu is like, yeah, think about it. You're not gonna be lonely, because your family hasn't seen you in like 2 years, and they don't like you, and I get to have an excuse for my family to be like, hey, I'm married now. You can stop with the marriage dating, blind dates, and the marriage harassing shit that elders do, as they do. And And yeah, this could be arranged, like an arrangement. Oh my God, why am I talking like this? This could be arranged, and we can be mutually we can gain something from this marriage. And Lingy is like, okay, let me think about it. By chapter 20, they're married. They didn't make a ceremony, they just signed the papers, and it's like nothing changed because now they're husband and husband. Also, another thing about these Chinese novels is that they always misgender characters, which I can understand actually because I learned a little bit of Chinese. And in Chinese, there's not this separation about gender in speaking. When you speak about something, that you just say like they, them, okay? But when you write it, you have to use different characters. So when it's a woman, there's a character that means woman. And when it's a man, you just don't use that character. But I don't know why Google Translate it's always translated to woman. Always. I mean, it could be a man and they try to make it a woman, and then they start using like her and she pronouns, and I'm so mad at that because in my mind I don't even know if I know this is a bill, right? So I know that Lingyi and Feng Shu are male and male, but when there is a side characters, like there's the best friend of Lingyi, and I didn't know if it was a woman at the beginning. I suppose it's a man because whenever somebody writes a BL, be it English, no, be it Japanese, which I started reading the first time I read something yaoi, or be it Chinese or Thailand or anything besides English, there's always a pure male cast. The only woman you will know is the mother, grandmother, or the sister of somebody, and that's it. And they don't interact between each other, which is actually I don't remember what it was called, but there's a classification for that kind of media. But anyways, there's no woman involved. There's always pure male cast, which I think it's also a problem. Also, there are no lesbians. Where are my lesbians? Where was I? Oh yeah, so they get married and their life didn't change at all. They just rarely go to another like residence every once in a while, maybe once every week, and they stay 2 days. They still have separate beds and separate bedrooms. Lingyi gets a new environment, and magically he doesn't have any trouble navigating these new spaces. Sometimes they refer to his guiding cane, sometimes, but it's like 3 times in the whole novel. And because he has a super nice memory and all shit, he can memorize whatever is obstacle is in the vicinity. So yeah, that's really which I think it's not. I don't think it's realistic. If I was blind, or if I was like suddenly got into an accident and then was blind, I don't think I would be able to memorize all these things, like, or be able to count my steps. Like, oh yeah, it's 20 steps to the table. Oh yeah, and then it's 20 steps to the right. And then there's the kitchen. And then two more steps and there's the sink. And no, I couldn't be able to do that. I'm already a mess in real life with a vision. And I have no proprioception, which is like the knowing of where my body is. I don't know if I could be able to do that when I was blind. Like, no, no. Where was I? Again, I'm rambling again. Where was I? Oh yeah, so Feng Shu proposes, they get married, they get into residential, yeah. Oh yeah, and then there's like a misunderstanding with some side character which got into a blind date once with Feng Shui, and Feng Shui's like, bitch, I don't know you. And then his grandma knows about this shit because Feng Shui just posted him and another drink with like, oh my god, I'm having boba with whoever. And the grandma's like, oh my god, he has somebody. And she realizes that this same day, he had a blind date with with some raw gong, Xiao Gong. Let's call him Xiao Gong because I don't remember his name. And Xiao Gong is just riding through with his grandma, and he's getting his favors and asking for shit, asking for money, asking for a new couch, asking for a new table, asking for a new necklace and things like that. And after Feng Shui discovers this, because his mother is like, hey, I thought you were two-timing, actually. I thought you were a piece of shit. And he's like, no, I just have Lingy, and he's the love of my life. He tries to take this man down, and he does. And then there's a misunderstanding later. But everything's just wishy-washy, you know? Like, it's not really a problem. You know it's not gonna be a problem. And Feng Shui always hides that he's, I already said that he's really rich. But at the end, you get to know that he makes a big, yeah, I'm Feng Shui, and everybody's like, oh my god, he's super rich. He's the oh my god, he's the leader of the fan company. Oh my god, and then Lingy discovers that, and he's like, okay, I'm mad. And the other one's like, wait, but it was a misunderstanding at the first. I didn't want to tell you, but I wanted to tell you, but I couldn't, and now I can. And then he tells him all that, and I don't know why Lingy is just like, okay, yeah, you lied, but I'm okay with that. And there's not even a conflict there. Like, if you actually lied to me about your assets, I don't know, it's really dishonest here. And I get it that Feng Shui doesn't want, like, oh my god, I don't want someone who's interested just in my money and my assets to be with me. But also, you cannot enter a relationship. You cannot marry somebody and not know that he's rich as fuck. And also, there were many signs, and we're supposed to know that Lingy is super smart. And he's always like, I don't know, this is a little bit weird, but I trust Feng Shui. And I'm tired of that. Also, the age gap. Oh my god, this was a huge turn off for me. The age gap. I don't know why I kept reading this shit, because they have a 13-year-old age gap, which is a lot, but also the fact that Lingy was 19 years old at the beginning of this novel, and Feng Shui was 32 years old. I think that's 13 years, right? Yeah, Feng Shui was 32 and Lingy was 19. He was barely... No, actually, he wasn't of age, because in China, you're of age when you're 20. He was underage. Oh my god, this gets worse by the day. Yeah, so he was underage. And he always is like, oh my god, he's so innocent. I'm his first relationship. And oh my god, he doesn't know what sex is. He hasn't had a sex drive. And every time he's like, oh my god, he's so innocent. He's almost childlike. I was, oh my god. My eyes burn. My brain burn. But there was something that, I just couldn't drop it. Because I'm trashy. And I finished it. It was a really good ending. And they had a happy ending, obviously, as every BL novel does. Almost every BL novel does. The age gap was really irked me the wrong way. Final thoughts. I was trying to make a video about Shadow Slave, like a review. And I actually started rereading it, and I started the script. I recorded myself several times, like more than 20 times. But I didn't like my voice. And also, I was rambling so much. Like in this video, I am rambling a lot. And I know I am, but this is just like an update to my life and my reading shenanigans. So I'm not too mad about this rambling. Oh my god, there's a new novel, Reincarnation of Master Su. It has a 4.1 wine 4.1 star rating. I'll just add it to the library. Add it. The thing with my writing scripts is that I can write till the summary, and then I have to have some thoughts about the novel, and then I have to edit it. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna give up because I have nothing to do all day in my house. I'm gonna try to record myself again, and I'm gonna record myself just rambling because I'm gonna be rambling like I am right now. But this time, I'm gonna post it. It doesn't matter if it's wrong, or it doesn't matter if it's all over the place, because it's gonna be. But at least I made it, and I'm gonna post it, and it's gonna be a video, And if somebody wants to listen to that, I'm gonna be thankful. Because honestly, my accent is really thick. Anyways, I've already finished my oolong tea. I'm gonna go edit this video. Thanks a lot if you heard all my ramblings today. I hope I can watch your videos, maybe if you are also a booktuber, or maybe you are a writing blogger, which I would love to write something. I actually have a script. I actually have something. I have the guidelines. I have chapter 1. I want to publish it on Webnovel, but I haven't been able to because I'm doing this YouTube thing. And yeah, that's it. Thank you. Thanks a lot for reading, for listening to me. I am Eyeri, and this was and is my update.